and this week's episode is a Patreon-sponsored episode brought to you guys by our patron, War. So he got to pick the topic for this episode, and if you guys want to know how to do that yourself, go check out our Patreon. Link is down in the description there. So, let's run an intro and get into it. This week is all about hybrids in this history of episode, because that's what War wanted the topic on and wanted to learn more about. So a lot of people know of hybrids, but they don't know what the hybrids necessarily are, or a lot of little things about them. So this is the perfect episode for you guys if you want to learn more about deep dive Digimon lore and different things like that. So let's put on a sticker on the counter here, and because we are talking hybrids, Digi-Dude picked this sticker of Emperor Greymon, which is a hybrid Digimon. So let's put him down. Where should we put him, Digi-Dude?
Over top of someone?
No, we don't want to put him on top of someone. What's a good spot?
Oh, here.
You're right, that is a good spot. That's a nice open spot right there. We will stick him. There we go. And he's kind of on camera now. Alright, so that's a good spot, Digi-Dude. Way to go. Now that the sticker's on the counter, let's talk about what the hybrids are. And let's start with the history and explaining what exactly, like, the most basic forms of what they are. So, in Digimon Frontier is where the lore really starts, but it gets expanded upon in the official handbooks and things like that. And Digimon Frontier, if you guys don't know, is a season of Digimon, because you guys, most of the seasons of Digimon are standalones. And Frontier is one, and actually one of Digi-Dude's favorites, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you always love talking about, anytime we get to talk about Digimon Frontier, you love talking about it.
Also as this one, so that's one of the reasons.
Huge Loosmon
Also,
fan.
I'm pretty sure it's the first appearance of Loosmon too.
It is, yes. So, when I was younger, I really wasn't a fan of Digimon Frontier and the whole concepts of the hybrids. But as I got older, I thought it was really cool and definitely grown to love it. So the hybrids are humans that use the spirits of the 10 legendary warriors to digivolve, essentially, into Digimon. Let's start. We've already got a video on a history of on the 10 legendary warriors, which we will link at the end of this one for you guys to watch. But we'll go over it real quick because it is important for the lore here and who they are. So, there was a Digimon known as who?
Legendary Greymon?
Nope, your favorite.
Oh, Loosmon!
There was a Digimon known as Loosmon. He was one of the original holy Digimon that protected over the digital world.
And there they call him Lucymon.
They do him the English dub is what you watched.
But still, I like Loosmon. So,
Loosmon, eventually his power kind of got to him. He is based off of Lucifer in Christianity, so he does fall from grace, like in Christianity, and that's what causes the problem. And basically, he decides that he should control all of the digital world because he is the most powerful. He is a child-level Digimon, or rookie-level Digimon, for you English dub fans there.
But is as strong as a super ultimate.
Exactly. So, the 10 legendary warriors are 10 different Digimon representing a different element. So, there's fire, wood, water, wind, lightning, earth, metal,
dark, I think?
Yep, dark, light, and then, which one did I forget? Which one did I leave out?
Ice?
Yes, you're right, Digi-Dude. Thank you. Ice. Yep, those are all of them. So, each one of these legendary Digimon represented a different element. They're also the founders of different evolution lines. Like, for instance, ancient. They all have ancient in their names. Ancient Greymon is the first ever Greymon, and all Greymon evolutions are descendants from him. Same thing with Ancient Garurumon.
Even Black War Greymon?
Yup, even Black War Greymon. They're all descendants from the original Greymon and all of them. So they are supposed to be some of the most powerful Digimon in all of history. And all 10 of them teamed up together to try to stop Loosemon. They are all super ultimate level Digimon.
Unlike Loosemon, which is a child level as strong as one.
Exactly. So they all teamed up together to try to stop Loosemon. They weren't strong enough to defeat Loosemon. They were only strong enough to seal Loosemon, and by doing so, creating the dark area, which is where Loosemon is sealed in. Afterwards, all of them ended up becoming, like, basically dying, but they ended up becoming spirits, which are like these little mantles there for each one, representing them.
And that's when in the show, that's why there's show that two of the what are they called?
Oh, I know you're talking about the next thing I'm getting into. So each of them are split into two different categories: humanoid Digimon and beast-type Digimon. So there are humanoid fire mantle, and there's a beast one. And each of the Digidestined here, which are now humans who can use these to digivolve into different Digimon.
Oh, here's Hybrid.
He is there. There's Wolfmon right there on the counter. So that is essentially the backstory and what the hybrids are. But not only humans can use them, but Digimon can use them also. I do want to add a little fact in here that Crimson Dukemon is considered a hybrid because he is a Digimon and he uses a digital life form to digivolve together, which is technically a hybrid. Bioevolutions, like you see in Digimon Tamer, where the Digimon himself and the Tamer fuse together to become ultimate level or mega level for you dub fans out there, do not count for hybrid. It's not the same. It's using a digital life form or energy with a Digimon or human to become a new Digimon. So like I said, bioevolutions and things like that do not count for hybrid. They are a separate thing from each other.
And also the way that Loose Spawn is captured at that's like when he got captured, that's the whole reason that he had two of the okay, I forgot what they're called, but the group of night Digimon.
Oh, yep. You're getting more into the facts of the show, which is a little off topic for us right now, Digi-Dude, because now we are talking just about the hybrid aspects of it. So, each one of them, 10 legendary Digimon, the 10 ancient Digimon, leaving behind two separate forms of hybrid evolution. There's the humanoid, like we said, and then there's the beast. Now, your original Digidestined in this show here, they all have the ability to digivolve with these spirits, as they're called there, in the show. Now, it doesn't matter. It's not necessarily assigned each one to them like it is in the show, but that's not how necessarily it works in the general lore of it, that they're allowed to digivolve. Anyone who has access to them can use any one of them to digivolve. But basically the spirit has to let you do it, is what it is. And as we've seen in the show, though, they can be corrupted. They do have ones that will change, like the darkness spirit. That one in particular can go between a good and evil form, because darkness in the lore here is not necessarily evil. It just represents the dark itself. It doesn't represent evil, but as we know, darkness can be corrupted and turned evil.
Very easily.
Yup. So that's how we see it happen in the show. Now, with hybrids, they can also combine their spirits back together from the human and beast to create a new combination form of them. The one thing that gets kind of confusing with the hybrid stuff is that they're not set Digimon evolution stages. For example, you can have a child level hybrid be stronger than an adult level, or as strong as an adult level. And therefore, with all the other ones, they're not really set stages, and it can get really confusing on what is like adult level, what is ultimate level, what is perfect level, what's super ultimate, and things like that. I do want to make a side note, though, that Susanoo technically is not considered a hybrid Digimon in the official handbooks and Digimon infos there. He's just considered to be super ultimate level Digimon, which, if you guys aren't familiar with Susanoo, he is all 10 of the spirits, all 20 of the totals. They're all combined together to form a new Digimon. Who did he end up fighting against in the show?
Loosemon.
Exactly, Loosemon's final battles, and that's where you see him. It was really awesome. That's really all there really is to what a hybrid Digimon is. There's a lot of them. In the show, you find other Digimon using these spirits to Digivolve who work for Loosemon. Again, they don't know at the time because Loosemon's supposed to be a big reveal at the end, but they don't know they're working directly for Loosemon is who it is. But they end up using them also, and they ended up losing them to the humans who get them and end up using them to defeat Loosemon long term. So now that we talked really about what the hybrids are and their main anime associated with them, there are some devices that you can get and play with hybrid Digimon on. For example, the Pendulum Z's all have an unlockable evolution line there for different hybrid Digimon, and some of them are sprinkled in throughout also. There's lots of them within like I said, the Pendulum Z's. There was a major aspect of it, actually. And then you're even able to raise Loosemon Satan mode on there, too, which is one of the special super ultimate level Digimon on that device. You're able to get the full Agunimon evolution line. You're able to get the full Wolfmon evolution line there, too. So that's really awesome. If you guys are a fan of the hybrids and you want a traditional VPET to raise them on, I definitely recommend seeking out the Pendulum Z's. Overall, they weren't the most popular of the more modern releases. I personally like them, but because of that, they were kind of overshadowed by the DMXs, which came out before them, but people just kind of like them a bit more. So the price tags on the Pendulum Z's are actually pretty low as of this video posting. They're not much higher than the original price tag when they first came out. So you can find a lot of them like brand new, boxed, unopened, for the same price they would have cost when they first came out. Sometimes you can even find them cheaper for used ones than the original price tag in really good condition, because they've only been out for a few years now. Because you remember when the Pendulum Z's came out? Because we got them right away.
No.
And then the more recent adaptation of them is in the, which I happen to have right here, Vital Bracelet series. They came out with dim cards for the entire show and evolution lines right here.
I see.
Absolutely, Debbie Dude. We're going to put them on down. So within this dim set, it's the EX3 set. There's part 1 and part 2. And each one comes with 3 dim cards. And within all 6 of the dim cards, you are able to raise all of the hybrid Digimon that are out and released. Except for, again, Dukemon Crimson Mode is technically considered one, but he's also not at the same time because he's not part of the expanded lore here. So he's not in here. Just want to mention that. But this is set 1 here. Now, which ones are these, Debbie Dude?
Fire, ice,
Wind.
What does a wind one?
Yep. And then this one is
Light, dark, and that's another one.
Lightning.
That's lightning?
Yep, because his name is Blitzmon, which is all about the whole, he smashes his hands together and creates lightning, and it looks really awesome. I'm a fan of Blitzmon and his other evolutions, because I think they're really awesome. So these are, again, for the Vital Bracelet. They're not, they work with the BE, but they are not BE memory. So they will work with everything, all of the Vital Bracelets that have been released. If you guys are interested in these ones, they're really cool. I like them. They were the first sets that really introduced having 2 child levels at once. I mean, not 2 child levels at once, but 2 options for child levels here. And if you guys are, like I said, really into Digimon Frontier or the Hybrid Digimon, I highly recommend them. Because between the 2 sets, you can raise all of them out there. I know Digi-Dude likes to look. So I move them over for him. So those are the virtual pet aspects of it, but it doesn't stop there. Hybrids made a huge splash into the card game also. The new Digimon, I shouldn't say new anymore, it's been out for a while now, but there's the Digimon card game. Hybrids were a major playing aspect of the game that were added not too long ago, and I even played a green hybrid deck with Blitzmon, because I think he's really awesome and I like the way he plays. There are really fun aspects where you're able to play a tamer card and then digivolve onto those tamers with that hybrid mechanic there. And the term hybrid is used a lot within the card game there as a connector between all of them.
I'm gonna make a Digimon Frontier manga expanding from the shore.
So that overall is hybrids in a nutshell for you guys. Again, I'm not going to go into all of the different options of Digimon that are named hybrid or has that category there, because there are so many of them. But they are a really cool aspect of the Digimon lore, and they are really special in that aspect because they're the only ones that do this. There's not any other references or mentions anywhere else besides these Digimon that can do it with the spirits here. So it's a fun and cool thing that they added, and I really liked it now as an adult. But back when I watched as a kid, I liked the idea of a Digimon tamer and a partner, and I was really missing that. But again, as an adult, I think this is a really cool aspect and a really awesome thing to be able to digivolve yourself into a Digimon with these spirits. So that's really hybrids in a nutshell there for you guys, and broken down to the bare bones so you guys understand who they are, what they are, and significant appearances that they've made throughout Digimon lore. Now, if you guys enjoy this content, if you enjoy what we do here, make sure you Giga Blast that like button.
And touch Felix comment down below.
It helps us out so much. And thank you so much to everybody who watches, likes, subscribes, comments. You guys are all amazing. We appreciate you guys so much. Speaking of appreciation, we appreciate these awesome people over here.
We do.
Our Patreon supporters. Thank you so much for your support of the channel. It helps us out greatly. We appreciate it. We have an awesome Patreon Discord group there where everyone's super active, and I love chatting with everyone there. You're all amazing. Again, this episode, the topic was picked by one of our Patreon supporters, War. If you want to find out how you can pick topics and episodes for us, go check out our Patreon. Link is down in the description there. Patreon.com, the Digi-Dudes. Alright guys, as always, we've had a ton of fun here. I hope you guys learned something. If there's something I missed that I didn't cover, let me know down in the comments there, because I'm not perfect, I'm only human. I've got Digi-Dude here as part Digimon, so he might be a little better than I am at remembering some things, but
I'm just living the dark area. Yeah, I only know stuff about the dark area, so don't get me started on angel stuff.
But let me know down in the comments. We'll start a discussion down there too. As always, from me, my family, to you.
Have a Digi